Hi, this is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Just a quick little video on the stuff I do electrically when I get old machines. I think I've done a video like this before, but you know, all setup's going to be a little different. Now I had to cut the release on this because it's been smashed. So already that'd be a cabinet replacement. I'm going to not use a cabinet this size. I don't know where they had it mounted on there. There's probably on the wall next to it, judging on how far the leads are. And you'll come across that on machines. Some of the obvious things, let me get a light here. I am not going to be reusing that. If your on-off switch has any huge crush marks where it's all deformed, I would replace it. These things are cheap, especially at Grainger. Get a metal body, a good solid one. So I'm not even going to pop that open. I'm just going to replace it. Because, a reliable way to turn the machine on and off is usually a benefit. Then we'll get in here, and this is a mess. First of all, incoming power coming in. This was a disconnect. So using it as a disconnect, it was probably hardwired in based on the conduit. And first thing I noticed, out. Here's a 15 amp fuse. There's you're refusing to focus. 15 amp. Ugh. And for good measure, let's put a 30 amp in the last slot. That is atrocious. Never mix fuses like that. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that, but that's just ridiculous. Okay. So here's the incoming power. They ran a ground wire to it. They didn't run a ground wire from the motor to here. I like to do that as well. I know the motor is bolted to the machine, and then this was bolted to the machine. But I like to have a physical, I'm a big fan of lots of grounds. So we're going to eliminate all this, because I'm going to put a cord on it. This looks to be an old transformer. Let me see if I can get some. Let me risk a little more light. Okay. This looks to me like it's a transformer for something. It's coming off two of the guys off the mag starter. And it doesn't go anywhere else. This nonsense is the black wire is going. It's going into there, which I'm not sure where it goes after that. It just goes into the casting. It's disconnected in here, but I need to figure out if there's a safety switch or something. Not that it'll matter because it'll be bypassed. Because there's also a safety switch on that cover back there. And I'm probably going to bypass that. Because I'm very safe around my machines. I'm not going to have that open with the machine plugged in. So we get rid of that transformer. Mag starters. It still moves. Fingers in there. I might take it out and clean it, but I have other mag starters from auctions. So I'm going to replace everything in this cabinet, and then they pulled off a fuse over here, and it's full of dead wasps. Ideally you would not have dead wasps in your, circuit panel. So yeah, usually when I get old machines, I err on the side of redoing as much of the electric as possible and very thoroughly checking everything else. I always replace the incoming power cords because typically they don't use the same plug I use. I always usually replace the leads from the motor up into here. because machines vibrate and stuff. So if people do stupid things and just have them rubbing on stuff, so I almost always replace from there to here and the incoming power to there, and usually the switch wiring too. You don't always have to gut everything. If you're buying a machine that someone's running in their shop, most of it will be fine, perfectly fine. But on machines you acquire from scrap yards, yeah, critique them a little closer. So yeah, this machine in this instance is going to get all new wiring. We'll simplify it a bit. I need to find out where that was going, because they were, I assume, coming off the transformer with it. So when one leg of the transformer is going to that breaker fuse there, I'll figure that out. I'll chase it out. So yeah, always err on the side of replacement on old subs like this. If you'll know, if you have to use a Sawzall to open the cabinet and everything in here is all oil covered and dead bee covered, you will know, you will want to replace everything. And don't ever, on the ACL, this guy's bent like this. Don't try to pinch those back shut. It really weakens them. And that is where all the incoming power is, all the protection is. So if there's anything wrong or damaged, if you're using a disconnect switch, just get a new one. Remember, this is electrical stuff. Every time you touch your machine and it's plugged in, you want to be safe. So don't take any chances with the electrical systems on your machine. I will show you how to test mag starters. I'll pull it off, and I'll do a separate video on that. I don't want to tell you test them with a screwdriver, but there's ways to engage them and test them. But I'll show you a safe way to electrically test them and all that. So yeah, a little video on what I do when I get new machines. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.